For those of you that love the Netflix Daredevil show, there are some comics coming out that you're sure to love. Hey, I'm Brian from BMA Comics Con. The Daredevil characters you love are going to get more attention on them. If you didn't know, the current Daredevil run by Charles Soule and Ron Garney is a definite read. And now, building on that, Kingpin, Electra, and Bullseye will get their own comics where they will share the same sub-universe as Daredevil. Kingpin came out this week, Bullseye last week, Daredevil next week, and Electra the week after that. Subscribe now if you want to see more videos on the Running with the Devil series Marvel is creating. Kingpin issue 1, as you would guess, is about Kingpin, but we don't see the story from his eyes. Instead, we get it from the point of view of Sarah Dewey, a down-on-her-luck reporter. The reason she is the one the book uses to tell the story is because Wilson Fisk himself has chosen her to write his biography. Because she takes herself seriously, she declines the offer, but Fisk convinces her to get to know him before she makes up her mind. She agrees to go to a social event as his guest where she meets some of the most important people of New York City, including Matt Murdock, and he is no different from everyone else she encounters. They all have preconceived ideas of her for simply being his guest. Between one gentleman assuming she must be an escort and Murdock calling her a future criminal, it all gets to her, so she leaves the event early. That same night, Fisk shows up to her apartment, apologizes, and asks to take her out for donuts. At the diner and then the walk back to her place, they get to open up to each other. We find out that Sarah is a divorced, recovering alcoholic who doesn't get to see her kids often. She finds out that Kingpin's first job was at that diner as a drug dealer. He admits that he was a criminal and has served time for his crimes. He's not asking for her to write a fluff piece, but to tell it as it is. He wants his story told properly, and he has faith that she is the reporter to do it. Just then, on their walk back to her place, a man mugs them, and Fisk is more than capable but doesn't fight back. He just pays off the mugger, saying that man apparently needed the money more. It's these acts of kindness from him that seem to win her over. When she gets back home, she wants to call her ex-husband to tell him that she's getting her life together and is coming into some money and would like to see the kids. But her phone service is turned off, so she must go outside and to a payphone to make the call. It's there she sees cops at a crime scene, and when she checks it out, she sees the guy that mugged them dead from what appears to be a drug overdose. That's where this first issue ends. It leaves us wondering, how much of the events of this story was left to chance, and how much of it was manipulated by the Kingpin? I sat there and thought of the words of Matt Murdock when he told Sarah that Kingpin preys on desperate people who think they have no other choice. And for the mugging, Kingpin knew that the park where they were walking through wasn't that safe, and he did tempt the mugger by offering him $20 but showing a wad of cash when the homeless man begged for money. So that's the story. As far as the artist does a good job of showing what Fisk is feeling. You can see a soft side to him when he is talking to Sarah, and his demeanor changes when he is speaking to someone who would dare disrespect him. There isn't that much detail from the artist in the background in the panels, but the way Torres draws everyone, it isn't necessary. I like this book better than the Bullseye story, and Kingpin is definitely one of the more interesting characters Marvel has to offer. This is because Kingpin doesn't see himself as the bad guy. He just does what is necessary to make his city better. So be it if people must die. So, Running with the Devil is not an event, but is the understanding that Daredevil, Electra, Kingpin, and Bullseye's stories are very connected. And that is the best part of reading these books with a shared universe. It's just the Daredevil character stories will try to stay close to each other. So if you're looking forward to reviews on Running with the Devil, you can hit the subscribe button now. Please, give this video a thumbs up if you're still watching it, and let me know what you thought of this issue down below in the comments. Thanks for watching. Until next time, Brian out.